part of the queue to go in and take a photo with her, and then somebody came to me. Somebody came to me and asked me, "Are you a worker in this place? Or did pastor send you here?" I've forgotten the other question he asked me, and I said no. I said, "Please, ma, please, can you go outside? If pastor comes and sees you here, he will not like it." Eish. Mind you, I had maneuvered from the back of the field to come to the tent, and then inside the tent I had gotten to the point where I was so close to seeing her, and somebody's telling me to leave. Hi there everyone, welcome back to the channel. So if you're just coming across our channel for the first time, this is Prevailing Hope. It is a community that helps people find clarity, strength, and identity through the love of Christ. So if that sounds like something that you would love to be a part of, please hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe so that you can become a member of this community. And if you are a returning subscriber, that's a special shout out for you. Thank you so much for always returning to watch our videos. Thank you for those who engage, who share. Thank you so much. And in today's video, I am going to be sharing a very I would say funny story, but at the end of the story I'm going to be sharing a thing or two that I learned. And from the thumbnail and title, I think you already have an idea what I'm going to talk about. And there was a time in my life where I used to idolize celebrities. And when I say celebrities, I don't think I should call them celebrities, but in this day and age, I think that's the best word to describe them. And when I'm talking about celebrities, I am talking about Christian celebrities. For example, Pastor Nathaniel Bassey, Apostle Joshua Salman, Apostle Stephanie Ike, if you follow her, and just the likes of all those people. So I used to idolize them a lot, and sincerely it was from I would say from a healthy place, so I thought. And one of them that I really liked then, I really loved, I still love her, but it's just that at this point in my life, I'm not as enthusiastic about meeting the person in person as I used to be before. If I get to meet her one day in person, that's going to be really amazing, and if we get to talk, fine. If we don't get to talk, that's also okay. But then I really wanted to see her. I really wanted to be in the same space with her. And the funny thing is, at that time when I wanted to see her, if you asked me what I wanted to tell her, nothing. I didn't have anything tangible to tell her, right? I probably just wanted to take only a snapshot with her and post on my timeline and tell my friends and family that I saw her. It's just so funny. But I had the opportunity to meet with this person, and it was an epic feel. And I learned to bring them down in my mind. This is a disclaimer. If you have any celebrity you want to see, you want to have a conversation with eventually in person, that's not a bad thing. But for me at that time, I was idolizing the person. And probably when I get into the story, when I get into the gist, you understand why I'm talking about it. So in 2019 or 2020, I can't remember the year, but it's been a while. There was a program that I usually hold in my vicinity, a praise program, and she was coming around. And when I talk of she, I'm talking about Minister Mercy Chinwo. And shout out to her. I sincerely thank God for the gift of her. There are so many times that I've listened to her songs, and it has been a channel through which I worship, I praise God, and her songs are really liberating and spirit uplifting. So shout out to her. This is in no way anything about her, rather it's about me. So I just had to make that disclaimer. And I say this program would have all music ministers, popular music ministers that you can speak of, and she was amongst them. and I was schooling in a different city within my state. So when I heard that she was coming, I genuinely left my school just because of her to come for the program. I didn't come to the program because I came to worship God. I came to the program just because of her. And when I got to the program, the hall is so big. Like, okay, let me not say it's a hall, the field is so big. And you know, usually when all these music ministers or preachers, they have a tent where they keep them. So you as a worshiper, you cannot really access them, except maybe you are among the workers, or you are a member of the church, or you know, somebody that has something to do where they are. I sincerely don't know how I found myself close to the front where they usually climb to minister. And when I got there, I saw people, like other people like me, who wanted to, you know, just say hi to the music ministers as they were ministering. So somehow, some way, I maneuvered and I got close to the tent where she was. I saw Minister Tim Godfrey, I saw Minister Frank Edwards. It was amazing people. I remember just saying hi to Minister Frank Edwards, amazing man of God. God bless him. Minister Mercy Chinwo came out with her then manager, and they went to minister. She came back. I was still at the tent. Mind you, praise worship was going on at the front. I didn't go there. I was at the back waiting to see her. Now, the question that I keep asking myself till tomorrow is, if I had actually seen her, what would I have told her? Absolutely nothing. I'd have probably just taken a photo with her and left. So I stayed there waiting when she would come out. So she came back, and it was up next was Evangelist Chioma Jesus that was next to minister. So she was in the tent. So I maneuvered again. There was a lot of maneuvering that day. I maneuvered again and I got in to the tent. And when I got into the tent, just few minutes after Minister Mercy came down from her administration, and she got to rest in like a smaller part of the tent where Evangelist Chioma Jesus was. And when she was there, people were going in to say hi to her. And probably these are workers. I don't know who they were at that time, but I know that people were going in to like take photos with her. So it was like I was part of the queue to go in and take a photo with her. And then somebody came to me. And asked me, "Are you a worker in this place? Or did pastor send you here?" I've forgotten the other question he asked me, and I said no. I said, "Please, ma, please, can you go outside? If pastor comes and sees you here, he will not like it." Eish. Mind you, I had maneuvered from the back of the field to come to the tent, and then inside the tent I had gotten to the point where I was so close to seeing her, and somebody's telling me to leave. And one thing about me is I don't like confrontations. Probably if I was the kind of person that liked confrontations, I would have just confronted the person and then just smuggled myself into where she was and probably hugged her or snapped a picture. But I hate confrontation. So anything that will make me confront somebody, I will avoid it. So I just left, and immediately I left, I started crying. Oh my God. It was so funny. I just went outside of the tent, and then I sat just beside a car, and then there will be military officers and police officers on ground. And then one of the police officers came to meet me. I said, "Auntie, why are you crying now?" I can't remember if I told the police officer it was because I didn't meet her, but I think I did. And then he now said, "Now that one, they make you cry." I'm sorry to use pidgin English for those who are watching from outside Nigeria, or those who are not Nigerians. But what I mean by that reason that make you cry, I mean, is that why you're crying? And after he asked me, I still kept crying. But when he left, I started asking myself, like, wait, so I left my school, I traveled, because I came with a church bus from one of the campus fellowships. Those people didn't even know where I was at that time. I was just asking myself, so I left the comfort of my bed, where I could have praised God on my bed, or even gone to a church service close by in school, and I came here just because I wanted to see someone. Did that even make any sense? These were questions I was just running through my mind that day. And I made a decision that day that henceforth, if I ever have to go for any concert like this, it has to be because I genuinely want to praise God, or else I would rather sit in my house and praise God. And if I ever come across any of the celebrities, I would not make an effort to meet them. except I have something tangible to discuss with them. So meaning I'm not going to take any snapshots with them. I did not know that that thing became a seed in my mind. So when I go back to my hostel, I told my roommate if she ever watches this video, she would laugh in remembrance of the story, because she was also laughing at me when I got home to my hostel, and I was telling her, she was like, Vivian, why did you stress yourself to, go to that place just because of her? And as trivial as the story might sound, there's people watching this video who might be like me then, who will probably go for events just because they want to see a celebrity or they want to see a minister of God in some, which is good. However, we have to remember that the essence of those programs is not for those people to minister, rather it's for God to be seen through their ministrations. And that was the thing that I did not understand at that time. So I was going there to hear probably Pastor Nathaniel Bassey minister, but I was not going there to hear God through him and to worship God through his ministration. And as the years have gone by, I have seen that decision that I made that day work for me. There was a day I went for an event, and there's a popular media outlet in Delta State, Nigeria, in the south part of Delta State. If I even mention their name now, so there's some people who would know them, but I don't want to mention the name. So I went for an event, and these people were there, and the wife of the owner was there. And after the whole event, I went out to make a call or something, and then she came out. The usual me of before would want to take a picture, but something just stirred in me to ask her some questions. And then I engaged a conversation with her, and I asked her around what you're doing, because I've seen them like come out from nowhere and become a name in the States. And then she started telling me about things, how it started, and to the best of her knowledge, because according to her, she wasn't really a part of the journey from the beginning. Like, it's her husband that would be in the best place to answer, but she answered to the best of her ability. And after the event, I went back home, and I was like, if this was the me of the year when I went to that concert, I probably would have taken a snapshot. I don't even have a picture of her. But instead of getting a snapshot with her, I had a tangible conversation with her. To the younger generation that might be watching this video, when you meet someone who has made impact, who has succeeded in their field, instead of striving to take a photo, ask questions. How did you get here? What were the things that you did? What's your driving force? Because yes, the pictures will attract likes and comments on social media, but those likes and comments cannot be converted into the impact that the answer to those questions will have in your life. Now, snapping pictures with these people is an amazing thing to do. If you ever have the opportunity to snap pictures with them, please do. But whenever you are in a space where there is greatness, there is success, beyond snapping pictures, ask questions, yearn for knowledge. I remember where I lived during my youth service here, my landlady, a great woman who has succeeded in her career. Before I left, there were questions that I asked her that she gave me answers to, and I kid you not, some of those answers that she gave me are some of the things that I am living by and some of the things that are guiding me today. I've come to realize that that day when I went to that concert because of Minister Mercy Chinwo, it had to be that I did not meet her. It had to be that I did not meet her, so that years down the line I will learn to understand that beyond taking pictures with these people, yearn for knowledge, ask them questions. Sometimes it could just be 5 minutes that you have with them, just 5 minutes, and you are able to tap into resources that would change the trajectory of your life for good. So that doesn't mean that I wouldn't go for concerts, praise concerts. For a while I actually stopped going for praise concerts when I knew that this thing, God was still working on this thing in my heart. But right now, of course, I can go for their concerts, because now I understand that it's not them, it's God through them. If you are like me in this season where you've been struggling to break out from that thing too, I would honestly recommend that you come to a place where you make a decision to see God through those people and not just to see them. And Another thing that would also help is to pray, because I also prayed about it. I prayed that God should help me, that He should help me to see Him through them and not to just see only them. It will help you not to idolize them, but rather to celebrate them, because sometimes we deceive ourselves that we are celebrating these people when we're actually idolizing them. And I really pray that God helps each and every one of us and anyone that might be in that place where instead of celebrating the grace of God upon somebody's life, they are idolizing the person. I pray that God will help you to see through them and to see God in them, because when you begin to see God in them, God increases in your eyes and they become smaller in your eyes. That does not reduce their worth, that does not reduce their achievement, but just that in your heart, you recognize that this is the doing of God through a man. I really pray that God will help each and every one of us to continue to see Him as the source and not to fix our eyes on the product of the source. Have a wonderful week, day, month, year ahead, whenever you come across this video. I'll definitely see you in our next video. Bye.